Sparks and Wings, The Tale of Elric and Luma. Some dreams are too heavy for one pair of hands, but not for two. In the quieter alleys beyond the grand towers and marble halls of nobility, where clay walls leaned and rooftops slouched under their own weight, lived a girl named Luma, 12 years old, messy-haired, calloused palms, and a mind bursting with invention. Her father served humbly in the ranks of Lord Jovan, a simple soldier of good heart and good aim. Her mother, warm and gentle, stayed home to tend their small, crumbling cottage and their youngest, a wide-eyed boy of just 3, who followed Luma like a shadow. Luma had no patience for dolls, lace, or the squeals of market girls. She preferred hammering old pans into levers and gears, sneaking off to collect copper wire, and sketching flight diagrams in the dirt with a stick. Everyone said she was strange, but not her parents. They encouraged her, fed her questions instead of commands. And above all, they told her it was okay to dream. Because once there was a man who dreamed too, Elric, the so-called flying fool. But few remembered that he was once Lord Elric of Therowind, a noble scholar from a proud line of mathematicians. He had given up that life the day he married a commoner woman with wind in her soul and stars in her eyes. She was the only one who understood him, who shared his dream of flying not in war machines but in freedom. Together they built, failed, built again. But illness took her when she was just 31. Elric never recovered. He vanished from noble society and chose exile in a creaky workshop on the river's edge, surrounded by rust and memory. When Luma first met him, he was hunched over the wreckage of a failed glider. She watched from behind a barrel. "Too stiff," she muttered. Elric turned. "What? You are using dry rope. Soak it in oil next time. It will give under wind pressure." He blinked. "What is your name, young lad?" "Luma," she replied proudly. He studied her. A pause, then the smallest smile. "What a beautiful name you have got here." He held out a soot-stained hand. "Come on, then. Let me show you how we chase dreams properly." And so the two began, an ex-noble inventor with a weathered heart and a girl with soot on her cheeks and lightning in her eyes. They shared scraps of food, stories, and parts. He taught her lift, thrust, and drag. She taught him how to laugh again. He treated her like the daughter he never had. She treated him like the father she chose. And together, they made the impossible seem almost within reach. But he gave her one rule, a sacred law from the days of his wife. We invent only to lift, never to harm. And Luma, grinning, goggles slipping off her forehead, had nodded without hesitation. I promise. 3 years passed. Luma turned 15. She was strong now, clever, fast with her hands, sharper with her words. But the world outside their workshop had grown cold. Her father left to join a campaign under Lord Jovan. He never came back. Only banners returned. No names. Graves. A letter came instead, black seal stiff parchment. Fallen in battle. Her mother collapsed reading it and never stood straight again. Her health faded. Her spirit dimmed. And her brother, now 6, looked to Luma with an empty stomach and pleading eyes. So Luma worked. She scavenged for parts, repaired broken carts, fetched water, and sold scraps. She stayed awake until her fingers blistered, drawing diagrams by the dim glow of a candle. She never complained. But Elric saw the change, the tired eyes, the sunken cheeks, the weight that bent her back too soon. He tried to help, but he was no longer a noble. He had no coin, only his tools, his fire, and his fading dream. Still, Luma didn't break. Every night she looked to the stars. Every night she whispered to herself, "Flying is still possible." And when the world was too heavy, she imagined wings.